So today we'll talk about a very famous microcontroller platform, that is the Arduino. Okay, so Arduino is a 8-bit microcontroller which is made by using Atmega 328 ICs. Okay, a series of microcontroller, a very popular series of microcontroller actually, Atmega 328 and Atmega 168. So a set of students from a university in Italy came up with this idea of a programming board, you could say, or an open source programming board. So that is the reason why you should use Arduino. Okay. So Arduino is basically an open source hardware platform. If you consider the architecture of an 8051 or a PKX or any other IC, you never know what is the internal circuitry to build that thing. Okay, or anything like that. But here, when the case of Arduino comes, you have the distinct idea how the hardware architecture is all about. Okay, so it is legal to create a clone of Arduino and sell it. So that's why in Arduino you have two types of Arduinos. Okay, so one is the official Italian made Arduino, and the other one is that is available locally, means everywhere. Like Chinese resellers are making it available, as well as if you are okay to be in a metropolitan in India, then you can find many shops, means electronic office shops, will sell their own version of Arduino. That's because the architecture of Arduino is open source, so you are free to use it anyway. Okay, so that's the main reason why you should use Arduino. Apart from that, the major concern of using Arduino is most of the hardware are compatible with Arduino. Okay, and this is what an Arduino looks like. Okay, so you have a USB as well as an external power supply. You can use any of the two. Okay, so some of them have jumpers for selecting which kind of power supply you would use. Okay, in the middle you would see that you have the Atmega 328 or Atmega 168 depending on the version of Arduino you are using. This is an Arduino Uno. Okay, revision 3. It is the original IC you see in this picture, and apart from that you have analog pins as well as digital pins in this. So that's the advantage over the other thing that is popular nowadays is Raspberry Pi. So Raspberry Pi does not have something called as analog inputs. So you cannot actually communicate with the outside world if you don't have any analog pins. So that's what makes the job difficult on a Raspberry. So either way, if you are working with any of the sensors on Raspberry, then you won't be able to directly connect it unless it is some camera or something. It's a real life analog sensors like temperature sensors, humidity sensors, or anything likewise. You cannot connect it to a Raspberry Pi. But in case of Arduino, you have analog pins as well. So here you can connect them as well. Okay. So these are the features of Arduino. It is open source, as I said previously, and it has a very easy to use IDE. I will show you this IDE of Arduino. So programming language of Arduino is similar to C and Java. It's not, most people say it's like Arduino is based on C programming, but it's not the case actually. Arduino's programming language is kind of a mixture of C and Java. Okay, so there are predefined functions as well as you can use an O approach to write your code. It's not a pure O approach, but you can modularize the code to some extent. Okay, so and finally, a most important point is a huge community support. Arduino.cc, there's the website, or you can say community or a forum for Arduino. So there you can post any of your queries, and the forum is very interactive. Likewise, if you post your query now, in an hour or so, or maybe less than that, you would get your answer, any kind of answer. Okay, if you are facing in problems in some connections, if your kit is broken, or any kind of thing. Okay, as well as any queries regarding getting started or something. Okay, so and it is easily available. Arduino, you can buy an Arduino anywhere in a Radio Shack or a hobby store as well. Okay, and prices are also really good, I would say. Not really highly priced, you can say. It's worth the money. Also, it is great, offers great compatibility, I would say. So most of the previously used hardware parts, like sensors, I would say, that were predominantly used when we used to have 8051 based processors, I mean microcontrollers. Those are easily compatible with Arduino because nothing much changed here. So they are also compatible with Arduino. So it is a good way to start. And finally, we have directly pluggable shields. So we'll have a look at what is pluggable shield. See, this is what an IDE looks like. Here you write your code for Arduino. Okay. So the topmost button you see, that's a tick mark, is for compiling your code, and the arrow in the right direction, that is for uploading the sketch. Arduino program is called a sketch actually. So on the left, the rightmost corner, top corner, you will see something called as a serial monitor, which directly offers a view to whatever operations that are going on inside the Arduino. You can view it directly. It is connected directly through a USB cable, and it offers any kind of you could say debugging operations that could be done using serial monitor. Okay, and yeah, this is what a shield looks like, Arduino shield. Okay, in this shield you will see actually two shields are used. At the bottom you will see there is an Arduino. Okay, it's the Arduino Uno, and on top of Arduino Uno you have a GSM shield. A GSM shield, you can say a GSM modem actually, that is used to send messages or receive messages or any kind of stuff like that. And on the topmost layer you have a Ethernet shield that is used to connect to a LAN or the internet. See, you have a connector cable slot here. You can connect your Cat5 cables here. You see, directly, or connecting to the wired internet, or you can say a local area network. Okay. So likewise, you can use different types of shield for this purpose, and you can extend your Arduino and its function easily. So this is all about Arduino. So in the further video we will take practical applications of all this stuff, and we'll have more lucrative videos kind of.